So it's day one of the National Hardware Show. We are going to go and find out what kind of goodies we can find. What's the newest in home and garden? What's the newest tools and materials that people are using that you got to get your hands on? We're going to find out today. This was the first time that the National Hardware Show had teamed up with the International Builders Show and the Kitchen and Bath Show. 3 huge shows under one convention center, and we kicked it off with a panel discussion with some creators you might recognize.
I'm Chris.
I'm Yvonne.
Yep, and we are a husband and wife team based out of Atlanta, Georgia. We run a design and build firm. I'm a general contractor. She's an interior designer.
So I'm Sarah Listy, and I run Tool Girls Garage. So my story is like super strange. I sort of was raised with like my dad. I joke that there was like a hammer in my hand when I was a toddler kind of deal.
Until my first tool until I was like 25 or 26. I didn't know how to use a drill, but then I didn't have the money to buy what it is that I wanted to start fixing up my home, and I just thought, I wonder if I can make it. And so I bought some cheap coal wood. I borrowed a drill and a circular saw, and then figured out how to build a pantry over the next 2 weeks. And then after I was successful at it, I thought, well, what else can I build? What else do I want then? I'm a constant student where now it's really funny because once you get the formula, I think of, I can figure it out. How do you take something that you don't know, regardless of it's 100% building or not, break it into small steps, and then start working towards your end goal? You can apply that towards anything in life. And I've applied it towards, I don't know how to make videos, I don't know how to make a business, I don't know how to manage employees, I don't know how to I don't know how to cook a souffle, or I don't even know what the word is, but like a fancy.
We're working on that. That's next.
But it's just really funny because the most important part is just getting that formula of like not knowing something and then figuring out how do you know it.
Yeah, the desire to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm protecting my passion at all costs, right? And if I feel that it's dying, it's the thing that's most important to me. But the only reason I have the power to say and to walk away from it is because I started thinking about this back in 2015.
That panel discussion was so good, and it was really helpful to know that other content creators are struggling and thinking of the same things that I am. We're all just people who are creative and want to protect our passion. Well, now it was time to get out onto the floor and see what kind of cool things we could find. See, these are things people didn't know that they could just use their power drill for. How cool is that you can just attach this long cleaning stick to your power drill, and you can also clean your chimney and dryer vent. I love it. So let's move on to the next cool thing that I saw there. Now, I love these tiles. The gold was just so perfect. The thing is, you can't just walk into like a Home Depot or Lowe's and buy these. This is the manufacturer, and they were looking for distributors. So I think if you like these tiles like I did, and I think they were just such cool shapes, you can look at the name there on the display and see if you can find a distributor in the US or maybe even international that sells these tiles. Like, look at that gold. That is amazing. There's definitely an upscale factor to the National Hardware Show, and I think even though these are beautiful doors, I love looking at this handcrafted masterpiece. For me and my audience, I don't think we're going to be able to enjoy doors like this. I've got a 1973s home, so some of the things I saw there, they were simply gorgeous to look at, but I didn't think that it would be applicable for me, right? Like, I'm just going to go to the local Home Depot or Lowe's and get a door and not do a handcrafted. But the hardware show is a perfect place to see what's the latest and greatest indoors, and this is just beautiful. And this was really interesting too. Not only was it a beautiful display, but I did a little research on this company when I came home, Lexington Hearth. And what they do is they make these mantles to actually look like reclaimed wood. But it's non-combustible, so it's not real reclaimed wood, but it's made to look like the reclaimed wood of Kentucky. So pretty cool. So the next company that I come across is this company called Boss Tiny Home. And I was so intrigued by this because in 3 days, they can have a team come out, build you a tiny home with all the amenities and customizable for less than $100,000, which is fantastic. And they were very upfront about the cost and all the things that can be included in the package. Let me turn it over to them to explain how this actually works and the pricing involved.
House, right?
Okay, 12 by 20.
240 square feet.
Okay.
You have your selling price of $28,495.
Okay.
You can have your foundation kit, or you can pour cement pad.
Okay.
Depending on what you want to do. We have our electrical and plumbing starter kit. So these are outlets, pipes, this kind of stuff that gets you started in that world.
Right.
And then you can get siding if you want, or you can just paint the walls, whatever you like. So that's essentially how it works, and the panels come essentially finished out of the factory. You just have to
amazing.
You just have to do some taping and painting.
And what I really liked about this Boss Tiny Home is that not everybody's going to want to build their own she shed and finish off the interior. So this is an option for someone that's got a little bit of money and a little bit of space in their yard.
So what's really cool about this is that it is ICC certified.
Okay.
So what that means is that's international recognition to any city, basically saying that our walls and our roof are structurally certified.
Yeah.
So it makes permitting a breeze.
And can you customize it with you want skylights and you want, I don't know what other options, because I know with mine I had to have skylights. So I've got four skylights in the ceiling. So how customizable is this?
Very customizable. We have standard sizing that you have in your brochure there. Those come with standard layouts.
Okay.
But if you want to start getting into custom builds, you can even send us architectural plans that you already have. And we'll convert that to a Boss system.
Okay. So does this? So with everything, like with the cabinetry and all of that, how much extra is that? Or is the prices that you showed me, that's just for the shell of it, of course, with the drywall, the electrical. But how much extra is it for the cabinetry? Yeah.
So this building right here, completely built as you see it, as the finished product. Is $97,000 installed.
That's not bad. And what size is that?
320 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so $97,000 installed. We have contractors come out and install them for you.
Wow. That's pretty fantastic. Next, it was time for a little friendly competition with the audience and a group of apprentices. They were trying to promote people getting into the trades. And of course, I had to try my hand at seeing if I could get my nails into the board faster than the apprentice. Almost, Serena.
Is this a construction competition where you can win hammers? Sometimes we give people a little bit of a handicap, and she's a hard bargainer. I offered her 2 nails to Anthony's 3, and she bargained me down to 1.5 nails.
1.5.
1.5 nails.
Not 1 3/4.
Not 1 3/4. Oh, but she only got to get 1.5 of the 3.
Serena, that's what I'm talking about. You going hard in the paint, right?
She's got the confidence.
That's what I'm talking about.
If she wins, she gets this beautiful hammer. On your mark, get set, go.
And you best believe I won. I only had to get 1.5 to his 3 nails, but I walked away with a hammer and had to figure out how in the world am I getting that on the plane? Anyway, next up, it was time to go over to the DAP booth.
So this is a new patch that we have.
And they're usually not very good.
Well, patching's tough. Patching's a lot of work.
It is.
What we have designed here, just kind of get a sense of what that is. It's almost like a sticker.
Yeah.
So all you do is you take your roll, place a sticker, you'll do a coat of paint, peel it off, do one more coat of paint, no sanding, everything's done. And this is the finished appearance that you'll get.
Oh, wow.
So it's incredibly strong. It'll take like a door handle. It's a nice kind of finish. Very, very exciting for us. We're going to be entering into the spray texture market for the first time this summer. Great user experience. One of the biggest pain points for spray texture today is the applicator clogs, creates a big mess. It's very inconsistent spray.
Oh, yeah.
So we're very excited to have a no-drip spray. We're also bringing some great performance from a formulation standpoint in regards to dry time. We'll be offering an oil-based solution in the orange peel, which you see here is a fine and medium and heavy, as well as a water base. We offer our knockdown formula and also popcorn.
So if I'm doing like a ceiling repair, I've had some water damage and I'm repairing the drywall in the ceiling, go ahead, fix it as you fix drywall holes in the ceiling, and then this is your go-to for repairing whatever texture you've got up there.
Okay. It's a little different. It is very regional.
Yeah.
So we tend to see a lot of texture kind of in the southern states.
Yeah.
And then, spotty and then beast. But very exciting because that's exactly it. These products are great for fill-ins, repairs.
This is very 1970s. I'm speaking from, I'm speaking from experience. That night, it was time to have a little bit of fun, but I was so exhausted. I walked around Planet Hollywood, saw this cool robot bar, and decided to go to a comedy show and ended up falling asleep a little bit.
Any last question? I'm not going to question you too much because we're all best friends now. Any Vegas virgins, first timers to Las Vegas? Yeah. A lot of you. All right, so you're the ones I'm scared for. This town could you up.
The fact that they had sperm shots in the lobby of Planet Hollywood, I would say he's right. With day one under my belt at the Builders Show, day two was about the National Hardware Show and finding some of those products that you're not going to find on the shelves in most of your stores. Here's a few of my favorites.
Now you can pour the paint out of here, you can paint out of it, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
After you fill your roller pan, you put this back on top like that. That seals that can now. Okay. Instead of putting the lid back on with the mess, you got a seal.
Wow.
Creates a vacuum in there.
I love that. Yeah, that's cool. You know, I do a lot of like DIY projects with paint and like dirty hands, paint all over my hands. And I do, like you'll see in my laundry room how I have paint all back here.
So this would solve that problem?
It would solve this problem.
And then also save water, you know, like all the water people waste when they're brushing their teeth,
yeah,
even just washing your hands.
It's magnetic, holds your screws, nuts, bolts, and it's a snap bracelet. What you can do is just snap it right on there.
Wow.
And away you go, ready to work. So this is our twin strap. It's great for the shop vacuum. It's got hook and loop on both sides here, so the strap can hang onto the handle as well as the hose, because usually that thing's just dangling on the floor and you're tripping on it.
and then you're tripping on it, yeah.
And then you can have another one for the power cord right there too.
Oh, wow.
These tools on the left are all 8-volt tools designed more for craft and hobby.
Which is part of my audience, for
Dremel
sure.
tools, power scissors. These are all 8-volt tools with interchangeable batteries.
Oh, wow.
A 2-speed screwdriver, a Dremel tool, soldering iron.
Oh, wow, you guys have it all.
Glue gun, a hot glue gun, the power scissors we talked about, stapler nailer, oscillating tool, and a vac.
Oh,
So
I like that little
8
vac.
tools and even a little pocket work light.
Now, this is one of the favorite finds that I had that I've never seen before. Now, I know that you can take your power drill and do attachments for that, but I've never seen attachments on a reciprocating saw before until the National Hardware Show. Check this thing out. Wow. Oh my gosh. So what are some of the other,
hard brushes, soft brushes.
Oh, wow.
We do a lot with even like the files, but even
But let me point out, they actually had grout remover attachments, a 4-inch scraper, and most exciting of all, they had wired brushes. Imagine the rust that you can remove from your outdoor furniture that you get from the thrift store. How cool is that? Oh, and you can use that for rust. For the brush, the metal brush. Wow.
We have both wood and metal files.
Is there any particular way that you like to hold it?
Yeah. Get your thumb on that power switch and then push down on the top with your other hand.
Now, you can use an auger with a power drill to dig holes, but I found that with an auger, the dirt falls back into the hole, and this is designed so that the dirt doesn't fall in the hole. I really like this tool. This is going to make my gardening so much easier. Now, this company, Robbox, they've put a lot of smart technology into their levels, into their tools, so that you can just add attachments with magnets and do so many things as a homeowner, as a contractor.
What we try to do is make a whole bunch of adapters that will be compatible with it.
Okay.
And of course, it's too small for leveling, right?
Yeah.
So we created a whole bunch of extensions.
Oh, wow.
It sucks in with a magnet.
Oh, that's cool.
Right? It's automatically self-calibrates. You can use it on a larger surface. If you want to use the measuring and you wanted to use the lasers, You just magnetic caps. You take the cap off, and you have the
I love
laser
this.
shooting right through that.
Yeah.
So the longest extension we have is 4 feet. The shortest one we have is right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then another cool thing is laser liner. Snaps in. You plug it in. I have one here.
Okay. Oh, nice.
So it's bathroom renovation.
Yes.
Straight line painting. It's a whole bunch of other things that you can do.
Now the next part was super cool. We actually went in the Tesla tunnel. Look at how amazing this was.
I feel it. I feel it now.
This was the absolute coolest way to get from the National Hardware Show to the Kitchen and Bath Show. This was one of the highlights of my day.
I feel it now.
When I rounded this corner and saw this amazing, beautiful pink glossy kitchen, my mouth just dropped open. And I didn't realize that the cabinets in the center there were actually orange. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's thrift diving colors. So at least I'm doing something right. But this was amazing. I loved this color combination. It was so rich. Cabinets. You can see the grain of the wood. That's beautiful.
And then, so you can run them independently, right?
Oh my
so
gosh,
say you run that one, and then this one's clean or whatever. Then you do then you do like more dishes or whatever. Then you.
We really love this Smeg display because not only did they have peanuts, but they had some really fun retro refrigerators. They had some normal looking stainless steel refrigerators, which were great too. The price point is a little higher. These are definitely luxury, but if you can't afford one of the refrigerators, which I probably wouldn't be able to, I love some of their appliances. And yeah, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, but I think if you're renovating your kitchen or you just really want something fun for your counter, these are great. Now, tell me you have first world problems without telling me you have first world problems. That's right, this is an air dryer you stand on after you get a shower or get out of the pool, and you don't need a towel. So you can dry off all your lady parts and your man parts without a towel. When did this become a problem? This is probably something I wouldn't purchase. It was fun to take video of it though. I think this is the coolest thing that we saw at the Kitchen and Bath Show. This is an Induction cooktop. It looks just like a countertop, and we couldn't believe that he was making a full meal on a countertop. Well, what looked like a countertop, but it actually is controlled by this remote control, and you can put little reference marks on the cooktop so that you know where those hot surfaces are. This is perfect for someone who's maybe in like a condo, or you just want a sleek style in your kitchen, or maybe a tiny home. But it looks amazing. And this company had some really pretty countertops that was made out of recycled glass and concrete. These are handmade, and it's based out of Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to see if I can work with them on an upcoming project. Is it just me, or are these vanities looking very 70s-ish? Maybe the 70s are coming back. Anyway, I love the color and I love the texture of these vanities. I was hanging out with some other content creators. You may recognize Annika from Annika's DIY Life and Sarah from Ugly Duckling House. And we were trying to get to 84 Lumber for a happy hour, but we kept getting distracted by all this amazing stuff. Would these even fit me? Because I'm kind of tall. This looks like a tub for a short woman. I don't know if I'd be able to stretch out in these things. I mean, I could always get in and try it out. They'd look at me like I was crazy. I know, I get really excited when I see pink. This is so cute. Oh, this is gorgeous. And I loved this kitchen. This was probably my favorite because of the pink and the way that the tiles just gave it a very whimsical feel. And that pink was just such an inspiration. And I love the cabinets over the sink. I might do that in my kitchen. Anyway, we headed over to 84 Lumber for the happy hour. And of course, there was free alcohol, free entertainment, and learning more about 84 Lumber and meeting some of their contacts. Afterwards, we were going to go to dinner with some other content creator friends, but we had to figure out how to get there. And along the way, we ran into some really cool sights. Wow, this is really cool. It's fragrant too. Is it? It can't be. It's fake.
I know, but it's.
Are they spraying it down? I mean, like,
I don't know, but it smells good. It smells
good. This is awesome. It took a while to find the rest of our friends, but after about 6 or 7 miles of walking, we finally found them and had a really good dinner, catching up, and then it was time for day 3 of the show.
MDF that we're going to cut.
All right, this is Dustless, and what is this called? This is Scirocco. I don't see any dust.
Right.
Wow, that's amazing. This is called, what is it?
Paddle grabber.
Paddle grabber. Okay, this is a paddle grabber. All right, if you got a lot of leaves.
Round them up.
Round them up.
Clutch them.
Clutch.
Pick it up the cross section towards your core.
Yep. I mean, if you've seen my yard in the fall, you know that this is definitely on my want list.
And when I get to that edge, it's going to light up. So there's my edge.
What?
So,
oh, that is.
If you'll notice when
so
I went this way.
So it's like a stud finder for tape.
Yeah. if you notice, it only was lighting up when I went this way.
Right.
And that's a feature. It's not a bug.
Right.
Because I want to know now that if I'm going to start trying to scrape it with my scraper thing, that I need to be scraping from that direction.
You know, I really needed probably 5 days to see everything there, but some of these favorites, like the ergonomical paintbrush that helps your arm not get tired when painting, these are the kind of cool ideas that come out of the hardware show. And after 2.5 days, 3 days, it was time for me to leave. I was very sad about that. But guess what? You're going to probably get to see some of these tools and products on the Thrift Diving YouTube channel. We're going to use them in projects. And next year, I will definitely be back. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below, give a thumbs up, and let me know which product did you like the best. All right, guys, I will see you next video.